Germany's gearing up for snap elections on February 23, 2025, my friends, following a spectacular implosion of Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition government. It's like watching a high-stakes game of political musical chairs, except when the music stopped, poor Scholz found himself without a seat, and Christian Lindner sprawled on the floor. The drama kicked off on November 6th, when Scholz gave Finance Minister Christian Lindner the boot faster than you can say Auf Wiedersehen. Lindner, leader of the Free Democratic Party, had been butting heads with Scholz over Germany's budget and fiscal policies. It seems Lindner was as fond of the debt brake law as a cat is of water, while Scholz wanted to loosen the purse strings faster than you can say economic stimulus. Meow, let's talk numbers, shall we? Germany's economy has been shakier than a newborn kitten trying to walk. With GDP growth projected at a measly 1.2% for 2024 and inflation hovering around 6.5%, it's no wonder the German public is hissing mad. Add in rising energy prices and supply chain issues, and you've got a recipe for political catastrophe that even the best German baker couldn't salvage. The coalition's collapse has left Scholz leading a minority government, trying to herd cats. Negotiate with opposition parties to pass any legislation. It's about as easy as getting a cat to take a bath voluntarily. Meanwhile, the far-right Alternative for Germany party is licking its chops, seeing its popularity surge from 10% in the last election to a juicy 17% in current polls. But wait, there's more. The AfD isn't just gaining ground. They're practically doing the Macarena on it. Their platform is spicier than a jalapeno cat treat, demanding an end to illegal migrant integration, deportation of criminals, and stricter border controls. It's like they're playing a game of how many buttons can we push, and winning. My friends, if you're feeling as confused as a German voter, right meow, hit that subscribe button for more political updates. We wouldn't want you to miss out on this catastrophic political drama, would we? But let's not forget about our friend Olaf Scholz. Poor chap's been putting on a brave face, saying he put up with the fact that I kept putting on a good face for the sake of compromise and cooperation, sometimes even playing a pretty nasty game. Sounds like he's been playing cat and mouse with his coalition partners for far too long. Meow. Organising these snap elections is proving to be trickier than teaching a cat to fetch. Bastian Beek, CEO of Germany's largest ballot printing firm, is practically pulling his hair out. He's warning that rushing the election could lead to incalculable risks at all levels. It's like trying to organise a cat show during a thunderstorm, chaotic, unpredictable, and likely to end with someone getting scratched. And let's not forget about the international implications. With Donald Trump back in the White House across the pond, Germany's political landscape is shifting faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer. Trump's foreign policy could throw a spanner in the works for German-US relations, making Scholz's job about as easy as herding cats. Oh wait, we've already covered that. In the midst of all this, President Frank-Walter Steinmeier is playing the role of the calm, aloof cat watching the chaos unfold. He's got the power to dissolve the Bundestag if Scholz's confidence vote fails, potentially triggering elections faster than you can say Gesundheit. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer absurdity of Germany's traffic light coalition. It's called that because of the party colours: red for the Social Democrats, yellow for the Free Democrats, and green for, well, the Greens. It's like someone decided to run a country based on a stoplight. And we all know how well cats follow traffic rules, don't we? The German public, meanwhile, is about as happy as a cat in a dog park. Protests have been erupting faster than a cat's mood swings. Last September, we saw over 100,000 protesters clash with police at an AfD event in Essen. It was like a massive, angry game of cat and mouse, with pepper spray and batons thrown in for good measure. But let's not forget the other players in this political cat fight. The Christian Democratic Union, led by Friedrich Merz, is strutting around like the cat that got the cream, polling at a tasty 30 to 34%. They're probably hoping this political catnip will lead them back to the Chancellor's office. And what about Germany's role on the international stage? With this political crisis, Germany's influence in the EU could be as wobbly as a cat on a hot tin roof. Climate initiatives, trade agreements, even Germany's commitment to supporting Ukraine. It's all up in the air, like a cat's toy on a string. Speaking of international implications, let's not forget the recent US elections. With Trump back in the White House, Germany's relationship with the US could be as unpredictable as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Will Trump's America First policy leave Germany out in the cold like a stray tomcat? Only time will tell. Meow, let's take a moment to appreciate the historical significance of these snap elections. They're about as rare in Germany as a cat that actually comes when it's called. The last time Germany had snap elections was way back in 2005. It's like seeing Halley's Comet, but with more political drama and fewer celestial bodies. But wait, there's more. The economic challenges facing Germany are piling up faster than cat hair on a black sweater. The automotive industry, once the pride of German engineering, is facing more challenges than a cat trying to catch its own tail. Rising energy prices are making production costs soar higher than a cat up a tree, and supply chain issues are tangling things up worse than a kitten in a ball of yarn. In the spirit of newscats, let's make some wildly speculative predictions about the election outcome. Maybe we'll see a surprise victory for the Feline Rights Party, promising unlimited tuna for all. Or perhaps the Nap Now coalition will sweep to power on a platform of mandatory afternoon siestas. Hey, in this political climate, anything's possible. As for Germany's role in the EU, this crisis could have other member states circling like curious cats around a new piece of furniture. Will France try to take the lead while Germany's distracted? Will smaller nations see an opportunity to push their agendas? It's like watching a pride of lions decide who gets to eat first. Fascinating, but potentially messy. And let's not forget about the environmental impact of all this political turmoil. Germany's been trying to lead the charge on climate initiatives, but with the Greens potentially losing influence, those plans could go up in smoke faster than a cat's patience at dinner time. Will Germany's commitment to reducing emissions be another casualty of this political catastrophe? In the end, my friends, this German political crisis is shaping up to be more unpredictable than a cat in a room full of cucumbers. Will Scholz land on his feet? Will the AfD claw its way to more power? Or will the whole thing turn into a political hairball that no one can untangle? One thing's for sure, come February 23rd, the German voters will be heading to the polls with more anticipation than a cat watching a bird feeder. And we'll be here, bringing you every twist and turn of this political yarn. So stay tuned, keep your claws sharp, and remember, in politics, as in life, sometimes it's the cat you least expect that ends up catching the mouse. We'll return shortly with more updates. I'm Ron de Parmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report.